better when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Here we go. Wait!
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Hey.
Wentz now on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go. First play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The throw complete to Dorsett, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
They go play action here on first down. Out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Now Jackson on first down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DK Metcalf. His third touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 60 yards. A first down carry for Barkley.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Touchdown, Philadelphia! In for the score as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Switch.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Check 25.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. 15 yards on the play, first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 21 yards away. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
These two teams all tied after one. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13, it's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Flush to his right. He's going to... This is caught inside the 15. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Barkley. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Wentz. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
On first down, Barkley, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. On play action, Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm coming back.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that will tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple. Up to the 38. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
43 upset. 43 is the mic.
Play action. It's Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 1st down, Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. It's complete to Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Wentz now on 1st down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. It's Williams on the catch. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now Wentz. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Well, that carry just did something significant as well. It pushed him past Jerome Bettis on the NFL all-time rushing list. The bus had 13,662.
And not every carry you get in the NFL is going to be open field, right? A place you can make your cuts. You got to get some of those grimy yards, don't you? You got to go inside and run through people, just as Jerome Bettis did. That's what we've seen him do as well.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets us forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Elliott running right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On that last carry, he just passed LaDainian Tomlinson, Charles, on the all-time NFL rushing list.
And congratulations to him, and I'm sure LT would probably applaud him as well. But he'd also ask him, as well as you carried it, could you throw it like I could too?
LT, though, finished his career at 13,684, and now he's soaring past that.
43 is the mark.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson looking downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the... And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson, and that's Elliott, complete. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the pistol, here's Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 41, Jackson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing is Jackson. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
Check 26, check 26. Wide, get wide.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Yeah, he's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll run it with Elliott. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
It's our time. It's our time. Rush in.
Here's Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Switch.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Running with Elliott. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Right here.
He's checking. Crap.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Done. It's Barkley on the counter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
You got nothing. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Let it go.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson finds his tight end Ingram. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Touchdown, Chicago! Ezekiel Elliott, 37 yards, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And those 3 rushing touchdown games.
Don't go. Waiting. Hey, watch the slant. Check.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Mike, check. 59.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd and 2, Wentz throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Wentz now to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Lucas. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Barkley on 1st down, running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Again, it's Barkley. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Barkley, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, the 20.
That's our ball, baby. That's our ball.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. No gain on the dump off. It's second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9, opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Now wins, and this is going to be incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Check. Check out route. Check. 49. Check 49.
A first down carry by Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
God, check 6 guys. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. I'm coming after you.
Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 52.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's easy work.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
D-line, get that quarterback. Check. 50. Check on shot. Squeeze. Hey, turn it up. Turn it alert. Hey, single. 3.
Kill. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Watch that.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with the tackle. Well, they knew who to turn to on fourth down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise, because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tight end right.
They'll go to Barkley again. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and we will play on here in overtime. So it's his second missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it?
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball.
Chills.